right? Uh, First of all, these are the topics which we are going to see. Then coming to, let us go through the business process. The general business process in a manufacturing company. It doesn't mean everywhere the same process, but 90% of the cases. Say for example, we are going with Dr. Reddy Labs. When we are going with the Dr. Reddy Labs, say let's suppose they have their head office at one place and they have their plant at another place, and they have their regional marketing offices. I'm calling it as RMO. RMO, say Hyderabad, Vijayawada, Bangalore, Chennai, something like that. Regional marketing offices are responsible for making the sales. It will be headed by one regional manager and supported by the sales officers. And the stocks are going to be kept in warehouses, different warehouses. And each warehouse is going to be headed by or led by one sales officer, right, for each warehouse. And say for example, so this is the Hyderabad region. For Hyderabad region, okay, what are the customers? So sales officer will approach, collect the what you call the sales orders, and here sales orders will be given in the warehouse to the warehouse manager. Then warehouse manager is going to dispatch the goods to the customers as per the details given by the sales officer. And once the here in the warehouse, as soon as whether it is a see SAP or non-SAP, I'm speaking about the general sales process, right? In case if SAP is there already, then what we are going to do, as soon as warehouse in the warehouse dispatch is made, right, as per the this one delivery, right, as soon as delivery is made, then they will raise a billing document. Here as soon as billing document is raised in the warehouse, right, accounting entry will be flowing into the financial module, right? So all this process is the say from sales side, like that each and every regional office will be supported, will have say different warehouses. Each warehouse will be again will be connected to a sales officer. Sales officer will be making sales from this respective warehouses, and whatever the orders that he is going to get from different locations, different customers, he'll give the sales order to the warehouse manager. From here it is going to be dispatched. As soon as goods are dispatched, billing documents will get generated. As soon as billing document gets generated, then the data will be flowing into financial accounting, right, like customer account data to sales, like this. So this is a small scenario. And when coming to the from SAP perspective, say whatever the sales that we are going to make, see that sales can be divided into sales to domestic customers, sales to foreign customers, some miscellaneous sales. Miscellaneous sales may here whatever the sale products we have to the domestic customers, because we want to account for separately for domestic and international and miscellaneous customers. Here miscellaneous customer means nothing but any sales other than the product sales, right? See here you have scrap sales and any plastic material, gunny bag sales or plastic bag sale. So whatever the scrap that you have, even the furniture, the scrap furniture sale, whatever it may be, even that is also will be selling it. But that sales is not real sale, is only a miscellaneous sales. That's why we create a separate group, because if any outstanding amount is there, that should be only for the main from the product you can have outstanding, but not this much, not from miscellaneous sales. So that's why we are dividing, classifying customers into different types of customers. So these things can be classified. Then coming to, let us go through the accounting process. Right, when coming to the accounting process, see in case of sales, what is the accounting entry when we are going to make sales? See, when we are going to make sales, customer account is debited to sales account. See, if you are going to generally, if you make a cash sale, then bank account data to customer, or here see customer account data to sales. And here what we are going to do is we are going to create a GL account. Whenever I say customer account is debited, say for example here take customer account. I'm going to create a customer account. Say customer account data to sales. Say 1,22,000, 1,33,000, 1,44,000 like this, right? The total is going to be 3,99,000. Okay. Similarly, say here customer number 2, 50,000, say 60,000, 70,000, so like this. Right. Now this customer 399 and 180. So this is 579. Total 579. Total 579 lakhs is outstanding amount. Say now I have to show in the balance sheet. See, if I have 100 customers in the balance sheet, see outstanding amount from the customers should be shown as asset. Sundry debtors will be shown as asset, and any amount that is going to be received from the customer, right, is a current asset. And how I'm going to show that current assets? Under the head sundry debtors. But we cannot, unless you maintain a sundry debtors account, you cannot show, because here we are maintaining customer wise. If I have 100 customers, customer 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 100 I will maintain. But each and every customer is holding some outstanding amount. So this outstanding amount, are you going to show like individual customers wise in balance sheet? No. All totals, all customers is totaled, put together, and that will be reflected in the balance sheet. That is sundry debtors, means with different debtors. So that sundry debtors has to be shown in the balance sheet, the total amount, right? And in case if you are going to give me a second. So whenever you are going to make any sale in SAP, what we are going to do, a customer account, yes, customer account is debited. Whenever we receive payment from customer, it is going to be created. But at the same time, whenever we post any accounting entry, system will post simultaneously into sundry debtors account. Sundry debtors account is going to reflect the total balances of all sundry debtors. Right? So whatever the entry that you post, system will post even here. Right? So here what I will do is, say instead of showing individually, what I will do, okay, here 3,99,000 and here 1,80,000. Say 1,80,000. Right, 5,79,000. This 5,79,000 has to be shown in the balance sheet. So in order to show a total figure, we are maintaining sundry debtors account, and here whenever we are going to post an accounting entry, customer account debtor to sales, system will post directly to sundry debtors also. Right, generally in financial accounting, it is double entry bookkeeping, one debit, one credit between two general ledger accounts. But customer account is a sub ledger, not a general ledger. General ledger is this one. General ledger account means all ledgers, all account that are maintained in the general ledger is called, that is general ledger account, and sub ledger is nothing but it will have all customer accounts, the customer sub ledger, vendor sub ledger, asset sub ledger, like that. So here in case of customer sub ledger, you'll find all customer accounts. The totals of all these customers account will be reflected in the sundry debtors. This is a general ledger account. The total of sundry debtors is reflected in the your balance sheet, right? So this is the accounting concept. And in case of SAP, we are going to establish a link between customer accounts and sundry debtors. Automatically, whenever you post any entry to a customer, it will be posted to sundry debtors, right? So, and you cannot post entry directly to a general ledger, because in SAP we call it as a recon account, means reconciliation account. The reason for calling it as a reconciliation account is, at any given point of time, the total of balances of sundry debtors, customers, is going to be reconciled with this. See here, this total is going to be total here, right? And this will be reflected in the balance sheet. And this is called reconciliation account. So now I think you have to read that accounting part also. I don't neglect that part. Read the financial accounting, whatever the document that I have sent you. So try to understand that. Right. So okay. Anyhow, before we start, let us create the basic settings. So we are going to create account groups like this: domestic customer group, foreign customer group, miscellaneous customer group. In the domestic customer, I am going to have so many customers, not one or two, right? So what we need to do, we need to give some number range. Again, just like our document number range or GL accounts, right? Here also we are going to give number range to the customers. Say 5 lakhs 1012, 5 lakhs 200, 5 lakhs 2012, 5 lakhs 300. So we are going to assign some number range to this, so that system will create customers, because I'm going to create number of customers. If I have 100 customers, right, 1 2 3 4 I need to create. Where system is going to take numbers, we are going to give a number range, and from there system is going to give. Anyhow, all these things we'll see in the configuration settings. And here basic settings in IMG, one by one it is given. I think the company code may change here, right? Just don't worry, you follow this, that's all. Means follow, even though it is given as NBDC, right? And whatever the company code, the 4 digits, etc., you follow according to, because when you are creating one company code in your system, accordingly the nomenclature, everything I'll tell you how I'm going to use nomenclature. Because say for example, for chart of accounts I'm using DRCA, chart of accounts. So like that we are prefixing our 2 company code letters. So like that you follow. Okay, let me start the configuration. So go to SPRO, financial accounting new, accounts receivable and accounts payable, customer accounts, master data, preparations for creating customer master data, define account groups with screen layout rule customers. Just give me a second. So define account groups with screen layout rule, screen layout customers. So here we are going to create account groups. Account groups are nothing but these are the account groups. This is customer account groups. Right. So I'm going to create domestic customer group, foreign customer group, miscellaneous customer group. Right. Define account groups. Click on this. Right here, T code is OBD2. Here, standard customer groups are there. Sold to party, goods recipient, payer, bill to per, something like that. Let me create our own group. In real scenario, sales and distribution consultant will create these things. Main sales, miscellaneous sales, etc. We are going to create. But anyhow, since we do not have sales and distribution consultant, some work we need to do it. There is no other way. Right. So our company code, Dr. Reddy Labs. So DRDC means Dr. Reddy Labs domestic customers. Right. Domestic customer group DRLB. And here I'm creating a group. But in this, when we are going to create a customer group and we are going to create customer master data, right? So there are two types of data. One is master data, second one is transaction data. So master data is a permanent nature. So here we are going to create customer master data. But when we are going to create customer master data, what are the fields that you want? See, in case of general ledger, in case of GL, in OBC4, we have controlled the fields. The field like business area field or text field, all those things we have controlled from OBC4. Similarly, even here from this screen, you can control the fields of the customer master data. Customer master data looks like right. So here it will have general data, company code data, other things. So we can control the fields and we can make either required or suppress something like that. So double click on general data. So first general data fields, so address of the customer, communication details, control, marketing, payment transactions. There will be so many groups of data. Right, double click on address. Let us make name, that is first name or last name. You can make it required entry because without name of the customer, you cannot create a customer master record. Okay, anyhow, I'll show you afterwards. Right, I'm making it required entry. DRL company code settings. What I'm doing, I'll create one more request for accounts receivable. General data. Then double click on company code data. Account management group. Account management. Double click on this. Here, make reconciliation account required entry. Reconciliation account required entry because I told you here we are going to make GL accounts. So I told you that reconciliation account required. Reconciliation account means, say this is reconciliation account, right? While creating my customer master, I have to make this reconciliation account field required entry, because what's going to happen, here in every customer account, I'm going to link up to which sundry debtors account it should be posted to. Means, say for example here, say customer account debtor. In case of customer master, say for example here I'll say recon account, sundry debtors account, recon account, sundry debtors account, number say 200 301. Say customer account this is, but customer account, recon account, sundry debtors, recon account, sundry data. Here what does it mean? Means I'm creating customer account and this will be linked to 200 301 sundry debtors account. Here the sundry debtors account is this. Actually this is the, say 200 301, we are going to create this account and we are going to link up customer account this compulsorily. So here that's why what I'm going to do, I'm making reconciliation account required entry. So while creating a customer master record, I want reconciliation account to be mentioned, because this is reconciliation account. So I have to tell to the system in every customer master 200 301 is going to be required entry here. So that what is going to happen here is I'm going to link up for every customer account 200 301, here 200 301. So whatever the entry that I post here, that will be posted to 200 301, that is reflected, and that total amount whatever is available in the sundry debtors account will be reflected in the balance sheet. So for that purpose here I'm going to make reconciliation required entry. But even if you don't understand at this juncture, don't worry. When I create customer master data, I'll tell you. But what I want to tell you here is this is going to control the fields of that reconciliation account field. Right? I'll show you when I create it. Right. Now domestic customer group we have created. Similarly, I need to create foreign customer group, DRFC. Right? Say DRFC. Foreign customer group DRLB, or DRL group itself. For group level I am creating. Similarly, general data, address, make required entry. This only as a sample I am showing you. Whatever the field that you want, you can make required entry. Come back, the general company code data, account management, required entry, because so many fields are there. Right, don't make all the fields required entry because it is difficult for us at the time of creation. Right, foreign customer group. Come back. Two customers we have created. I can create even miscellaneous customer group also. Like that, we can create any number of groups. Okay, I've created only 2 groups now. Once we complete the creation of groups, now I want creation of number range for the customer accounts, because whenever I'm going to create customer accounts in each group, right, I need to have some number range. Create number ranges for the customer accounts. Click on intervals. Right, and here you'll find so many number ranges here, because this is client level, and when you are creating client level, right, all the number ranges whatever that are there, that will be visible, but most of the people will eat away the number ranges. See, 5 crores to 59999 he has taken, right? This is awful. That means no one can use again this number. See, even the person whoever has created this, right, cannot even use half a dozen when while practicing. That's why don't go more than 100 numbers. And here there is a concept like internal number range and external number range. Internal number range means if I give some number range here, say for example, I'm going to create my own number range here. See, 7, 8, 9, 10 is not available, up to afterwards 12. So I can create 9 and 10. Number range 0, 9. From number range, whatever the number range that is available for me, that will be visible if you click on this. Right, see, this number range is available from 6021 onwards. 6021 onwards. Sorry, not 6,000, 6,10,000. Now what I will do is, six lakh 10,021. Okay. $100. That is against 9. That is 6,10,021 to 6,100. So around 80 numbers I am using. Similarly, 10. 10 from number range. Right, 6 lakhs 101. Here up to 100 I have given, 101 to 200. 9 and 10. Right, 21 to 100. Again 101 to 200. There are 100 numbers I have given, here 80 numbers I have given. And why I am giving means, when I am going to create my customers, I am going to assign this number. And here, while creating the number ranges, you have 2 options. One is external number range, another one is internal number range. External number range means if you check this box, so that will be externally, we have to manually give the number range whenever you are going to create any customer MasterCard. Right. And or otherwise, if you leave it like that, it will be internal. So one after the one it will take whatever the number range that you have given. You have seen in case of document number range, whatever the document number range, that system, it takes picks one after the other. Even here also, system takes one after the other. If you want some customer numbers, some from different type of numbers, maybe see half a dozen digits, and in this 2 numbers are going to be used for area code, 2 numbers are for the product code, something like that they'll define. In such case, I have to use maybe sometimes alphanumeric also I may be using it. So in such case, I have to use standard A to Z whenever you want to use alphanumeric. And here there is a checkbox. When you find the checkbox here, there is the external number range. External number range means nothing but externally, whenever you are going to create a customer MasterCard, externally you have to give a number. Right, system will not generate from inside. But if you don't check this box, that will be internal number range. whenever you are going to create, just like document number range, that system generates. So depending upon the client requirement, we use whether it is an external number range or internal number range. And one more thing I would like to tell you here, there is a other terminology once I discussed already, client level and company code level. So client level means in this client 800 client, for every company code same thing will be available. That is client level means in this client, see this number range, customer number range is going to be available for everybody. Means whatever the number of company code that are there in this client, anyone can use any number. Even I have created, see 9 and 10 I have created, but instead of that I can use the standard number range, whatever is available here I can use it. But
so what is the meaning of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? What exactly that means in this one? Why you need different numbers? Means if you give a whole range, you can
this
use
one,
the same also for everywhere, no? Yeah.
no, because for different groups I want to give different number ranges. Otherwise it will take
Okay.
1 to 1, 2, 3, 4 from here it will take.
Okay.
Right.
No,
So
in individual customers, when you create a customer number, you can automatically assign it to a particular group. So the system will manage that grouping, no?
I didn't get you. What is that?
Now, if you take any number in the customer, if you create individual customer accounts, and in that details, if you assign that to particular group, the rest, all the grouping and the reporting, the system will manage, right?
See here, first of all you have to create number range. Now you'll understand that. See, first we create number range. This number range I need to assign to the group, so that when I create a customer in the group, system takes serial number whatever I have given here. That you'll understand now, right? You'll practically see how it works. You'll see now. Here I have taken say 9 and 10 I have created.
And regarding the client you're saying, client level you're saying, right? So
Yeah.
why we go for another client for in an organization? Why we go for another client? We can use only one client, right?
No.
Or how many clients are used in one organization? How many clients are used
in one organization? We'll be using maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 6 clients depending upon the requirement. That I'll tell you later. I think I told you about server landscape etc. in the beginning.
Landscape. Yes.
Right. I have shown one diagram. Then I have shown you number of clients.
No, actually you told you will discuss it later.
Okay. But see, no, I have shown you one document, I believe, if I'm not wrong. In that number of clients, etc., all those things I have shown you.
No.
Let me show you that one. 1 minute. Give me a second. Did I show you this diagram?
I can't. Oh, no.
No. Okay. See here, client number 200, client number 210, client number 230, client number 230. Testing client, training client, production client. So there will be, this is called the DQP server landscape. Means development client, quality client, production. Right. So this I told you we'll discuss later, because there is a link between the server landscape and the request numbers etc. Because the request number, by using that request number, we are going to transport or transfer the total configuration from one client to another client. Right. Okay. That part we'll discuss later. Anyway, let us don't mix it up. But a landscape means, see, this much of these many servers may be available. What is the importance of all these things we'll discuss later, right? Not at this junction. Let me complete these things, right? So here client level means, here see, this is golden client is there. In this golden client I'm going to create So anybody in this client, see now we are using 800 client. This is 800 client. In 800 clients, any number of company codes are there. Anybody can use any number range. Means whatever, even if I create, when you configure here, you can use the same number range, nothing wrong. But in real scenario, we will not have this problem. In real scenario, the system is mine. I'll be defining as per my requirement. Right, let me save this. First of all, we have created, for two groups, I have created two number ranges. Now, whatever the number range that I have created, assign number ranges to customer account groups. Now, whatever the customer group that I have created, I'm going to use this. See, I have created domestic customer group DRLB. So here I'm taking, say 09, 09, 010 I can assign here, or instead just drill down. See, number ranges are available here. See, 9 and 10, 9 and 10. So 9, what are the number ranges I have defined? So that will be, when I'm going to create customer accounts here, system takes from here. What are the number that are available, from there it will take, right, 1, 2, 3, 4 system will take. And for international group, it will take from here. Right, we'll see that when you create, I'll show you how system is going to work. So we have created the customer account group and we have created the number ranges. We have assigned the number ranges to the customer account groups. Next, I'm going to use my documents, document and document number ranges. See here, I'm going to use different types of documents. Say here we are going to use documents like DG customer credit memo, DR customer invoice, DZ customer payment. Just like SA, we have used it for GL document. And so like that, now we are going to use DG, DR, DZ. For each document, again, I need to give number range. Number range is 16 lakhs 1. And here, number range and number range interval. In fact, this is called number range. Right, this one is called number range, and this is number range interval. So number range 1, 2, 3, 4 to identify that. But here, this is a standard 16, 18, 14 standard given by the SAP system. We cannot change that. Let us go there and we'll see. And these are the three types of documents that we are going to use. Right, these are all standard documents. We have already gone to that documentation. Anyhow, let us go once again. Financial accounting and global settings. While we are listening to the session, right, so you may find some loose ends and some doubts, etc. will be there. But once we post the accounting entries and everything, again we have to link it up, why we have done what we have done, right, and that will understand. Once you do on your own, you practice it, then so many doubts will get clarified. So that's why here in SAP, unless you practice, you cannot get the subject. Right? Those things which you cannot understand while I am explaining you, those things will get clarified when you actually practice in front of the system. Right? Document types. OBA7 is the T code. Here we have already seen. Let's go here. OBA7. Right. Here we are going to use, say, DR, DG and DZ. Say here DR, DG, DZ. Right. These three documents we are going to use. First of all, say DG, customer credit memo. Whenever I'm going to create a customer credit memo, system takes number range from here. DG. See, here you don't find any company code. That means this is client level. Client level means now we are using, say, client 800. See, this is our client is 800. When you are using 800 client, and we have so many company codes in this client, right? So any company code can use any document. I have given you an example also. See, when you are using one system used by 3 people in 3 shifts, but for everybody, separate user ID, password are there. Everybody will be logging in into the system. But the MS Office that is available for everybody, but MS Office is created at client level. So that's why any user can use it. But if I'm creating a document and that will be stored in my login only, whenever I use login with my user ID password, then only I can see. And when you enter into the system, whatever the document that you have created, only those things can be seen. But you and me and anybody can see the general programs that are available, maybe the system programs, MS Office, other system programs that are available, because they are at client level, means generally that has been defined. But documents created by you, me and others will be created by individual, this one that is called company code level. So here, now in these documents are available across anybody. Anybody can use this document. That's why this is called client level. But whereas document number ranges which I'm going to create are company code level, because specific to the company code I'm going to create. See this now. I'm going to use DG, customer create memo. Just double click on DG. System will give you 16, right? Don't disturb this, because this is the standard number range given by system. Click on number range. And one more thing here, account types allowed. See, don't disturb these things. Customer accounts and GL account. Because when I'm going to post an accounting entry, customer account data to sales. Sales is a GL account, customer is a customer account. So that's why only customer and GL are checked here. So this document can be used for only customer posting. So number range 16, click on number range information. Here I'm going to give company code. So DRLB. Click on intervals. See here at the time of giving number range, system is showing me company code. So for this company code only this number ranges will work. For other company codes, whatever the number range that you define for that company code, that will be working. Right, this is not common to all. This is only specific to company code. So that's why I call this as company code level. So document types are client level and document number ranges are company code level. So this concept you'll get throughout SAP, whether it is a client level or company code level. Click on interval. Since system is asking me 16, I'll use 16. Even here in the notes I've given you, okay, 16. And here take 2013. So 16 lakhs 1 to 17 lakhs I'm giving. Some 1 lakh number ranges. Remember that this is document number range. Earlier we have given is that is only customer number range. Whenever you are going to create customers, that customers. The third step. This is the fourth step we are giving number range to the documents. Right? Save. Similarly, right, go back. DR means customer invoice. System is showing 18. So create company code DRLB. Right. See, customer invoice 18. So here 18, here 2013, 18 lakhs 1 to 19 lakhs. Right? Save it. Similarly, third one is DZ 14. Right? System will ask 14 only. That's why I'm giving here 14. Year 2013. From number range 14 lakhs. See here there is 14 lakhs 1. There is no hard and fast rule. You have to give only like this. Just I'm giving like this. That's nothing more than that. 15 lakhs. Some logic number range I'm giving. Some logical number range, right? So I'm giving like this. So now 14, 16, 18. Right, 14, 16, 18 and different number ranges we have given here. for 3 document types. Now whenever I'm going to create a raise an invoice, here it will take number range from here. When I'm raising DZ customer payments I receive and post accounting entries, it will take number range from here. And if I'm going to raise any credit notes, system will take from here. Right, step number 4 is complete. Now step number 5. Here we need to define the tolerance limits for the customer. Define tolerance group for customers. So what is that? Let us see. Incoming payment, manual incoming payments, define tolerance groups for define tolerances for customers. Here define tolerance group for employees, OBA4, we know this, we have already defined, but the path was of course that is different. And right, same T code OBA7. Of course here if you go from here it will not be seen. Right, define OBA4, sorry, right, with OBA4. Define tolerance groups is OBA3. Right, here this allows the this is a tolerance group for the employees we have used, but whereas here define tolerances for customers. Let us see how and what we are going to define here. Go to new entries, company code, DRLB. I am creating some tolerance group like DR01. Right, tolerance group, customers, DRLB. What is this tolerance? What I'm going to tolerate here means I can tolerate up to 3 days of grace days. Right, that means if a customer, I sold some goods to the customer and payment term is say 15 days. Say generally the payment terms may be immediate sale, 15-day sale, 30 days, 60 days. So depending upon the nature of the company, nature of the product, their market conditions, they will define their own payment terms. So our job is to only define the payment terms as per the requirement of the client. Even that will be done by the SD consultant in the real scenario. Over and above that, what I'm doing, I'm defining some grace period. Why should I define a grace period at all? This it doesn't require for everybody, or everybody I need not give any 3 grace days or anything. Depending upon the nature of the market. Say for example, say in case of fertilizer company, a fertilizer company or pesticides company which is based on rains, especially in India. And say for example certain areas are there which are prone to more rains, where you do not have any problem, I don't give any grace period there. But where some areas are mainly drought prone areas wherein rainfall is very less, farmers feeling very difficulty in making the payments, in such case I give maybe 3 days or 5 days or 7 days. That grace period is given over and above the credit terms. So for that purpose I can say for this group DR01 group 3 days, DR03 7 days, DR04 0 grace days, something like that I can define. That facility is there, whether we use it or not, just I'm explaining you the facility. Similarly, permitted payment differences, gain or loss. Say for example, if anybody say 1 lakh customer has to pay. When he has to pay 1 lakh, if he says that once for all I'll be paying, say instead of 1 lakh I pay 95,000. Right, you see that if that 1 lakh is written off. So in such case 5%, that is 5,000 is loss. So in such case, whether you have any standard methodology for that? If standard methodology is there, are you going to accept payment differences of say 1% or 2%, that we need to mention, right? See, it is not that every time we have to mention here. I'm not going to mention anything here. If such kind of facility or procedure is there in the company, we can use it, otherwise not. Automatically write off. Similarly, even here, any revenues or expenses, if any payment differences are there, automatically if you want to write off, if any, so that payment differences that is showing in his account can be automatically written off. Right? These things are practically we don't use much, but maybe in the extreme cases we use it. But anyhow, so with this, my tolerance group DR01 for this company code I have created. Why I need to create means here, after creating this DR01, I need to link up to my customer whenever I'm going to create, because whatever the parameters that we define in this rule, that will be working for the customer when I create customer master data. Right, save it. So these are the 5 steps we are going to do. How this works, I'll show you. Next is creation of GL accounts. Right. So whenever we are going to make any sales, so first of all, I need to have sales account, right? So you know where I have to create GL accounts, FS00. So FS00 centrally. For DRLB, if I have to create my sales account, sales starts with 3, right? Sales start with 3, means 3 lakhs. So 3 lakhs 1 to 3 lakh 100 I am using, right? I am creating 3 lakhs 1. Click on create. Sales, P&L account. Sales of pharma products. Control data, line item display. Here sort key, in the sales account you can sort out the sales by 031 you can take, customer number wise, date wise, anything you can use it. Here G001. So whatever the group that we have defined, same way. Let me create GL accounts, afterwards then we'll close it. 3 lakhs 1. Next I want to create sundry debtors account, because sundry debtors I am going to post to the sundry debtors account, and so those sundry debtors nothing but is a current asset. So this will go to current asset, sundry debtors 200 301. 200 301. Click on create. Right, sundry debtors. That's a balance sheet account. sundry debtors for domestic sales. Only balances in local currency. Line item display, sort key. Here sort key, you can take this. And here we need to create recon account for account type. Customers. See, this is sundry debtors account. I told you here. This is what we are creating now, right? Sundry debtors account. Sundry debtors is a reconciliation account. Reconciliation account means there is a link between subledger and ledger. Whenever there is a link between subledger and ledger, there is a recon account. That is nothing but what is link? Why I am linking? Because I want to post any entry that has been posted to customer account should be posted to sundry debtors account. So that's why system automatically, whenever I'm going to post any entry here, I want this entry to be posted even here also, so that the total will be represented in single figure in the balance sheet. If I don't establish a link, system will not post. And that too, any entry is to be posted to this account only through this. Whenever I post this, it will be posted to this automatically, right? So how this works, I'll show you. Right, we are going to create with sundry data, that is customers. Whenever there is a recon account, you need to use, let us use G065. That is for all recon accounts. That is reconciliation accounts. G067. Reconciliation account, because respective fields will get activated there. Save it. Sorry. See, for recon accounts, I should not check this box. Reconciliation, only balances in local currency should not be checked for recon accounts. Other than recon accounts, even though it is a balance sheet, you have to do that. And next 200-301, I am creating 200-302. Sundry debtors domestic. Here sundry debtors foreign. Or international sales, right? So I have created sales account. I have created the sundry debtors account. Next, I have to create customer master data, right? That takes a lot of time. We'll see that tomorrow. Okay. Let me connect power to this first of